Have you ever done some volunteer work? I asked that question because a lot of times when people are making a transition in their career, they think about a lot of different things they can do, which I love. So one thing is volunteering. Now, it may be a little bit more difficult in the pandemic, however, just never know how you can do some volunteer work. But think about how can you volunteer in order to learn a new skill. Also think about if you cannot volunteer, what are some ways that you can learn about a topic, learn about a subject area, and or learn about a career that you may not necessarily be familiar with. Now, one of the things that we talk about as a career coach are completing informal interviews. These are interviews, or we call them informal because they're not like that formal structured interview that you'd have during, if you've been called in order to come in for an interview. But it is having a conversation with someone, maybe a stranger, maybe a friend, and in that conversation, talking to them about what it is that they do in their career, learning about kind of the ins and the outs, even getting some tips on what should your resume look like if you were to transition into that career. I say these things because a lot of times I know that people are trying to make a change in their careers. They don't really know where to start. So if you can do some volunteer work or some job shadowing, if possible, there's always a good way to do it. And don't forget about doing some informal interviews. Learn as much as you can from people that's doing the work that you want to do. So just wanted to come on and give those few tips. I hope that you have a fantastic day or evening.